bros out there? Where my bros at?
Where my bros at? All right, officially live on Facebook and YouTube. Wow. Glad you guys are here.
Oh, I meant to tell you. It's too late now because we've already gone live. At least when we did this on Sunday, this software preset to 480.
Really?
Yeah, so you actually have to choose 720.
Interesting. It's sad. Okay, well, that's good to know.
Maybe if you click settings maybe or something like that. Camera might give us the opportunity to change that. I don't know. We might be, but next time we can remember.
That's a very, I had no idea.
I know. Yeah, I noticed that because we can't do 1080, which is kind of whack.
So whack.
I'm assuming that's the same thing as before.
Yeah, I don't
just
know.
turns it on.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow. Okay. Well.
But yeah, I think at least on Sunday it preset it to 480 or whatever. I'm like, oh,
that's so sad. That's so sad. All right. Well, good to know.
Hey, my cousin Jackie, what up though?
We interrupted another video that she was watching of us. That's solid,
dude.
What's up, Fresh Looks? It's a pizza when you put your hands in the dough.
Whoa.
Lachlan Farah. What's up, guys? Let people kind of trickle in here.
Her butthole? No, she's reaching into her
It did look like she was digging in there, though.
Yeah. Oh, right out the gates.
Whoa, Brentamania.
Yeah.
He's got to have the record for most donations.
Does he? Is it not Derek, who donates literally every single video?
He does, but
is that not unbeatable?
Brent's been doing the live thing for years, so it makes me think. I'd love to know the numbers.
Oh, you're talking about most amount?
No,
the most donations.
Just most like the quantity of donations.
It's tough to beat when you're literally like 5 days a week, every single week.
I definitely agree.
Strong, so.
But that's newer. And then Brent's been doing it for years. I'd love to know.
Just got a couple G's, you know?
I mean, yeah, I guess the point is they're both incredible and we don't deserve them. But two geniuses at Einstein's. Huh? Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dan. Danny Hunt.
Let's see what the final like not percentage-wise, but the final like vote count was. I'm curious.
Yeah.
433 votes.
Damn. It's so cool.
You guys can see it yourselves. Chorizo gets the W. Which that's actually, I wonder if we get, that's a little less, but I think people still vote after the video.
I think they do too.
Because we had like most of our voting, let's see, 560, 517, 560. So we end up having like a good 500 votes a lot of times. Wow, these guys are awesome.
It is really cool. But yeah, we were talking about this a little bit yesterday. Like, I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know if I'm surprised or not surprised at this one. Like, it's not like that list was that's not like the list was stacked.
The Euro flat.
Yeah, and like the Papa John's, it's all their toppings, but just in a bowl.
Yeah.
Like I kind of get it. This was the only substantial.
For me, it's not even kind of get it. This is what I expected to win.
Yeah.
The chorizo breakfast burrito.
Does sound the best.
Well, where's your surprise at then, buddy boy?
That's what I was saying.
Not putting on your thinking cap today?
I guess I'm not.
What do you got, the dunce cap on there?
Brentamania, another $2. Hey, Brent really helped me get out of that one. I'm not a G. You guys are the OGs, dude. Thank you.
He's new. What's up, bro? Where'd you come from? What'd you catch? You catch a video? Did you catch us at the endorsement?
Yeah, where you from?
That might have been the dude who caught us from the endorsement.
That'd be great.
King sounds kind of familiar, but
I don't think I realized that the endorsement lives in Florida. For some reason in my head, he was East Coast.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, because I think he's like a huge Yankees fan. I think he's like originally from there. $25 from my arch nemesis, Charles Russell. Because I'm dumb, my wife had to turn this.
Yeah, it makes sense. That checks out.
It's tough to turn. He does. And in the Discord, he never knows where stuff is. He'll be like, somebody will be like, oh, Corey put up a new vlog or something, like whatever. And he'll be like, where is it? I'm like, dude, go to the channel and go to new videos. But whatever. I love you. I love you. You cantaloupe.
Find us from endorsement.
Oh, that's great. Good investigative work there.
Yeah.
Low-key off-brand pizza rolls hit different. Ooh, interesting.
Ooh.
I think we did a video way back when at Corey's old apartment where we did Totino's pizza rolls versus store brand, and I vaguely remember them being not much different.
Yeah, because the thing is, we got to see how the sausage is made a little bit. Went up to a big pizza factory, and a lot of these off-brand stuff, they literally are just buying the same exact product and putting a different label on it and like not franchising it out, but like whatever that word would be.
White labeling or something they call it.
Yeah, they like pay a little fee, you know? Yeah. So like a lot of times it's literally the same as another brand.
Right. Yeah.
But in a different package.
That was kind of mind-blowing.
You know why they hit different? They hit your wallet different.
It's cheaper.
You know?
Yeah. You have more money left over.
Oh, we got the nickel back in.
The 05.
Blood Ice, baby. I told my buddy AJ that you were in. He's an East Sider and he got all hyped.
Oh, yeah, that's so great. I also, like I said on the live stream, I didn't know that Blood Ice was still being made. I thought it was gone.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of it around these parts.
You do not.
I can't even find Natty Light in this stupid ass city. City's full of rich people, dude. That's why I feel uncomfortable all the time. I feel out of my skin, dude. There's so many rich people around me, bro. I spend all my time. Sean's rich. Zacho's rich. Everyone in Lakeview and Lincoln Park is rich. I need to walk north just to get a little comfort in my bones.
I'm gonna be honest, man. The federal government does not view me as rich in the
No, but your aura. Like, look, bro, you got this clean backwards hat, and look at those shoes.
These are number 6 with cheese hats.
I know, but you don't think you have a well-off aura? Like, you dress well off.
I think next to you, I look well off.
No.
I don't think next to another, like that guy. That guy looks way better off than me. Really nice jeans, nice polo shirt.
I mean, this is a weird thing for you to deny. I don't understand. You were just wearing Ray-Bans last week.
I see. Those were a gift from like a bachelor party.
Look, I'm not saying that. You're making me dig. You're making me take it deeper than you should.
But the reason
you should just be like, yeah, I'm a guy who wears Ray-Bans.
No, because I don't want there to be this weird.
You don't wear buttons up with button-ups with collars.
But to me, that's not a rich thing to do. There's like $14
then you
at
definitely
Target.
didn't grow up poor.
Those are Target. You're out of your mind. I had 2 blue-collar parents.
Look, bro, I said what I said.
I just
I don't defend myself. Okay, maybe there's a difference in having 2 blue-collar parents. Because in Toledo, where I come, that already you're rich. You had 2 parents. You didn't come from a single parent household.
Okay, so
where I'm from, like most people, like that's a pretty norm to like have a 1-parent household on food stamps. So like you had 2 blue collar, you're making money.
I just don't. I think you're so black and white with it. Like there's either like you're poor or you're rich. There's no like middle.
No. I'm saying there's an aura you have. I'm just surprised. I compared to Toledo folk, compared to people that I grew up around with. You seem the way you dress is like someone who went to like the nice private school.
It's so interesting because like I literally wear like if I wear a button up, it's from Target and it's $14.
I'm not saying that it's like I said. I know I keep having to revisit this because you're making the same arguments.
I don't like you winning this argument.
I understand that they're not expensive, but people don't necessarily dress. People dress to like show a part of themselves. Okay. It's like a way to signal who you are in this world, right?
Yeah, like a apparel style.
And
like
you can still go get cheap and try to signal to the world like, hey, I'm not a poor person. Where like I actually dress poor because I want people to know, like I'm like maybe punk rock's not the right term, but I'm counterculture. I wear t-shirts with well, now I'm wearing 6 shirts, but I generally wear like grimy t-shirts from grimy bands. It's like a status thing. Like I'm letting people know I'm not from the rich peopleville. And when even if you spend $14, you're looking at a shirt and going, this is a button up. I'm putting out a statement to the world.
Like I'm trying to look nice.
Yeah, you just have a well-off aura. You want people to know, like, hey, I'm not a bum.
It's nice that it's working then, I guess, because I don't look at it that way, but
it's not meant to be an insult.
Yeah, but I think you're defending it. There's a little bit because I don't like I don't like people thinking I'm something I'm not. Like I'm not well off. I grew up very like blue collar parents, like putting food on the table, paycheck to paycheck. So I get what you're saying with the aura thing.
Yeah.
But to me, like it's not putting off this like rich vibe to wear a button up from Target. Like to me,
that's just shows where we came from different places.
I guess. Like,
I mean, no, it's a fact, bro. I promise you. I know you don't believe it, but I promise you, people from Toledo.
You're always trying to outpour me. Like I feel.
No, I just am. I think I just am.
I agree.
Like as an aura, not even like financially. Like I think I'm just I came from a grimier spot with grimier folks. I mean, look at all my friends, bro. You've been around these people
for sure, but
they're dirt bags. You were in a frat. That in and of itself.
But you're going past like I grew up in Redford, Michigan.
It's but you also went to the high school where
it's literally low income.
You went to it's all about your peers, right? So even though you grew up poor, you went to that rich high school, right?
But you went to a private all-guys school too.
No, I didn't. Or,
not all guys.
But
go to private
school. But in East Toledo, bro.
I know.
That's what's confusing about.
I went to a private school in Redford, Michigan.
But you went to. You've told me before it was like the nice one, right?
It's nice now, not when I.
You told me when you grew up, there's kids with super nice cars. There wasn't a single nice car in the Stritch parking lot.
Oh yeah, like I went to school with like the poorest of the poor and the richest of the rich. It was the most insane
like
gap.
Catholic.
It was the most insane gap of human beings. All my friends, all their parents worked minimum wage jobs. And then I had friends, their parents bought them a Lincoln Blackwood SUV and their dad owned a dealership. Right. So I didn't connect with those
being
people.
around those people,
that made me so your thought of like feeling uneasy around people like that, I get it. Because in high school, I was terrified of those people.
Sure. Okay.
I was.
But then you went and joined a fraternity. That is those people.
But I think there's no, that's also not true. I don't believe
that's my
there are fraternities that are like that. And there are fraternities that are everyone grew up the same.
Yeah,
I think there's like the stigma to like a fraternity is like a classy, rich thing to do. It was not. at Michigan
Yeah.
State. It was Lambda Chi Alpha was not that way.
I think it definitely depends on where you come from.
I think there's not, it's not always just black and white.
It's
There's
definitely
a
not
lot
black
of gray
and white.
area.
I think you're missing the fact that there's a step down from. I think you're like, I came from so low. I think you're not realizing. I don't think you're realizing there's a step down.
Oh, I know there is.
Well, then I'm not sure why you're countering the fact that there are people, at least from my level, who you see someone in a button up that doesn't matter the price.
Right.
The price could have been free.
Okay.
That's like, oh, this is a guy in the type of pants you wear. You wear slacks. Like, I don't know anybody who wears slacks. AJ, because AJ dresses
They're
nice,
also
but,
Target,
but AJ gives off an aura.
He dresses nice.
He's
really
got
good style.
I would say that he has that same aura in his dress. Now, his vibe is way different.
I agree.
His personality. But I think you're not realizing that there's definitely a step down where Target button-ups, there's people from like my neighborhood be like, oh damn, this
absolutely. I agree with that. I do.
And that's the aura you give off to me.
That's
whether you like it or not, it is.
I
apologize.
I think I agree with you. I just wanted to more so explain myself to the people listening that we're kind of like just gonna take that at
and
fact,
think that you're rich.
And then be like, oh, Corey got him in that argument. He lied. He's rich.
You want to make sure that you are a fully encompassed human being.
I want people to know I got levels.
The different shades of you. Exactly.
Yes. And I do like
deeper layers of your onion.
I also do like dressing a little nicer where like I feel good. It's never for other people.
See, it's always about you feel good. And there's an interesting psychological thing. Because to me, what makes me feel good is dressing grimier. Because I like the fact that fuck everybody. I grew up with nothing and I'm still going to be better than you. So that makes me feel good. I wonder what the psychological reason is that dressing nice makes you, because I think that dressing nice does not make you seem better. I think it's all about how smart you are, because that's where I came from, right? That's the thing that somehow in my being raised, that became this thing that I learned that doesn't matter where you're from. It's all about what you do, how you do it, and how smart you are. But to you, there's something that happened in your childhood that triggers like, hey, dressing nice gives off, that makes you feel good. And to me, that makes me feel not necessarily, makes me feel a little false or whatever. Not that one way is right or the other ways. It's all about where we come from and our peer interactions. And there's a whole bunch of psychological shit to it. That would be a whole interesting, like, TED talk.
Yeah, it absolutely
for somebody to do. But I get that.
When I got a little older in life, because I could never afford my own clothes until I was like out of college.
Sure.
It was like this thing of like, oh, look, I have an extra $60 in my paycheck. Like I can actually do something different with this. And every once in a while I was like, oh, I like that shirt. I was never able to just buy a shirt off the rack before. And I was like, I'm gonna buy that's gonna make me feel good.
See, I fight against that. I'm the guy who's like, I wouldn't buy receiver gloves because I'm gonna catch every pass without those fucking gloves.
I like that analogy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm that guy. I don't have to have the nicest shoes. I'm still gonna fucking kill you on the court.
That might be I don't
give a fuck.
That might be a better analogy even than the referee one.
It might be.
I like the football receiver glove analogy. That's such a good one.
My counterculture. That's what I mean by punk rock. Like, I'm not really a punk guy.
No, I know what you're saying.
But I have like a counterculture attitude where like people sometimes purchase things to like elevate themselves, and I'm gonna elevate myself without that purchase, and I'm gonna be so proud about it. But that's a Toledo grit thing.
I totally agree.
My boy from the Nickel probably knows.
He probably knows that.
You know?
Yeah. I just want to shake your hand on the fact that ending this argument on that analogy just made me really happy.
There we go.
And I got another.
Both came. We got a couple.
All right, let's talk to these poor people. Just kidding. Yeah, Charles was just kind of firing them up. Brent had one in there.
Yeah, I think this is the one we missed. So Brentomania, shout out. We may not be rich in money-wise, but we're rich in other ways. Don't forget that. That's right.
That's a good proverb.
Right.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
And then we got Charles Russell. Frat isn't a rich thing. I grew up poor and could have gotten in. See, that always surprises me because first off, I think going to college is a rich thing. Like, I could not have gone to college without having been in the military, because I wouldn't have, or I could have, but I would have just graduated really poorly because I wouldn't have been able to, like, I don't know how people work and go to school, or I guess they just gather a bunch of debt. And then on top of that, you have to pay frat fees.
They're so cheap though compared to what you think. I think a lot of people
they're like $1,000.
No, mine weren't.
How much were yours?
Mine were $3.99 a semester, so it's $800 for the year.
Not that bad.
And I worked in college every day of college to pay for it.
Yeah.
Also, going to college, I worked my ass off in high school to get scholarships.
See, that's the thing.
Because I knew I could. Because my
parents, smart enough to
and then also my parents put every dollar they made into me and my brother.
Yeah,
that's why I have so much guilt. Because like they literally their entire lives were fed into us having a good life.
Yeah. See, my parents were still just trying to figure out how to swim. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
they
get
weren't really focused on
I
us.
get
They're
it.
like, what the fuck? How do we
It was
survive?
cheap housing in Bradford.
I mean, we were renting until I was like a teenager. Like, I think
Yeah.
about that. Like,
That's kind of wild.
Toledo, it's so cheap to get a house, and they couldn't even afford a dwelling in the hood.
Yeah,
Like,
that's pretty wild.
in a pretty shitty.
You know what? You're right. You were way poorer than me.
Let's see. I agree with Corey for the first time. Oh,
There we go. You
Me
know
and
what?
him, we
I
never
don't want
agree.
Charles Russell to ever agree with
Yeah,
me.
there
I don't
you
want
go.
the deranged
Is
brain
that a
to-
win for you?
Yeah, I take it that win.
I love this one. This is from, how do you say that? Darkhan? Darukan. Thanks for the $2, dude. Number 6 was slacks.
I'm gonna start that channel.
That's a good play on
Number
words.
6 was slacks.
Number 6 was slacks. Sorry, I
Mhm.
missed a bunch of your probably questions.
It's a really passionate conversation about socioeconomic
Yeah.
status.
I like talking psychology, so
Mhm.
I get jizzed up whenever I get that opportunity.
Yeah,
You like that new phrase I'm bringing into
hope
culture?
I hope you keep saying it.
Gets me all jizzed up.
Corey is always talking. What is this, David Calloway? Is David Calloway my new best friend?
Oh, goddamn, David Calloway gotta just fucking punch me in the ego real quick.
That's so great.
Yeah. Also,
Dude, David Calloway for president, bro.
yeah.
That's so funny.
All right, well,
Do you want to get to the food though? It's probably cold as fuck.
sure. Let's get to this.
We keep doing this thing where like
We chat too
Hey,
much.
ooh, I did keep it warm though. Aluminum foil works.
That's right.
All right, Corey, tell them what we're eating here today.
Today we've got the Einstein Chorizo breakfast bagels. So there's
No, not bagel.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Burrito.
Breakfast burrito.
Yeah.
We've got some chorizo. Do you want to show them a little? Yeah,
Sure.
give them the camera.
Yeah.
You can see a lot of it. It's egg, cheese, chorizo, and bacon kind of rolled up in there. I believe there's like some sort of hot sauce possibly too. And I'm not seeing much else.
There's turkey sausage.
That's turkey sauce.
And then bacon. And then cream cheese.
Gotcha.
Which is,
wow.
I don't think I've ever had cream cheese on a burrito.
No, but I bet it's excellent.
Yeah, they called it a cream cheese schmear on the
Ooh,
website.
schmears.
I brought Sixer sauce. There's no doubt I'm going to use it. Burritos are great with it. But here we go. The Einstein Chorizo breakfast burrito. Cheers.
Cheers. I like that flavor. It's
I dig it.
fantastic.
I dig it a lot.
Mm.
Ooh, good heat on the chorizo.
Mm-hmm. Wow. This is one of the best breakfast burritos on a national chain.
I like
Right out the gate.
I never go to Einstein's.
Mm-mm.
What the hell? But man, is it good. Ooh, another $10 from Mr. Charles Russell. This guy must have had a payday, dude. What's it say? What was your first car? I had a rust and green van that was used to transport lawn equipment. Yeah, that's a great.
What was yours?
It was a Saturn, like a silver Saturn, like a 4-door. My dad was so excited to buy his firstborn kid a car ever. So I got a Saturn. So that was another thing. He
Already,
put
bro. I had to buy
all
my
his
first car.
all his money into me having a Saturn. Here's another good one. Oh, tell your cars. Sorry, right when you started chewing, I was asking you questions.
19. Oh, here we go.
Oh, we got something's burning.
1989 Sundance. That I had to pay for out of pocket, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Not only did my parents not pay for my car, when they bought a house, they emptied out my bank account.
Yeah, you're way poor.
They couldn't even afford that.
I'm really sorry arguing with you before. There are layers.
And an 89 Sundance, if you guys knew what this car was, it's so beautiful. You could run it into construction barrels, which I was known to do. Me and all my friends, because we all had shitty cars, we used to hit each other's cars a lot. Like we would, like if your friend was in front of you, you'd rear end them.
Oh yeah.
And then if you saw someone who's going to come rear end you, you'd try to throw it in reverse and back into them to initiate contact.
Oh, yeah.
Played a lot of bumper cars basically all the time. It was pretty awesome.
At what age did you get your first job?
Probably like 15 or 16. I think you start working at 15 and a half.
Yeah, I got my first job illegally at 14. I worked like off the books. I was like a maintenance guy, basically did all the stuff for high school. Not my high school, but I did 2 years of like labor, and then I got into the grocery game, and then I worked at American Eagle. But like, dude, I was literally as soon as I was even could flirt with the idea of having a paycheck, I was out the door. Like my parents instilled that in me right away. Like you go make money and you pay for your own stuff. Like that was big.
Crack. So you were out the door, like earning your own money?
I was literally working as soon as I could.
Not me. I worked the least amount of hours I could get away with without my parents talking shit.
My parents would on my ass about working all the time. Is picking up as many hours as I could. In the summers, I worked literally 50 hours a week. Like super not allowed. That's child labor laws. You want any? Did you put this on here yet? Holy crap, is it good? I just said holy crap.
I've always lived this style. You know that this is still my lifestyle, more or less. Always, I've just kept my overhead so low. I just don't spend money, and I don't work. My goal is to work the least amount of hours, which is kind of ironic because I actually work a lot of hours, but not towards work.
Right.
I never want to work for anyone else.
I get that.
I just want to make my own stuff. And in order to not work, I've always just like not spent money. So I just didn't spend money and just tried to work so few hours in high school. I think it's still to this day. My goal is to never get a job again.
Well, that's one reason why, like, when I left corporate in like 2015, all those years of working for other people, and when you're like a creative and you're also somebody that thinks you can do it yourself, it's really hard to ever go back to the mindset of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go like answer to someone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Like it's so hard to ever. Again. I don't think I could ever go back to that, like that same style.
Yeah, spicy.
It's so spicy. Oh damn, David lives in Guam.
Oh, no kidding.
Wow. You save a lot not spending. Yeah, that's how it works.
That was so way too spicy. Wow.
It's incredible how spicy that second batch is. I feel like it's spicier for some reason.
This chorizo burrito is so good.
I'm really impressed.
Has anybody else had this? This is like the best breakfast food item I've had in a while. Which, to be fair, we don't eat many breakfast food items.
No, but it is
maybe
good,
I'm just ignorant.
It is really good. Like, I think a lot of times these have the tendency, like how to make a burrito bad like this is like, sometimes the tortilla is like either too grilled or it's stale, where it doesn't like, it's not cohesive with the bites. It's kind of shattering and doing its own thing. This is almost like a diner made this. Like a good diner burrito.
It really is. It's super filled up too.
It's jammed.
There's not a bunch of air pockets and weak space.
You want me to hit you with the price of this bad boy?
Yeah. I'd love to know.
Each of these burritos was just a scooch over $7.
Okay, pricey. So I imagine breakfast items are always a little cheaper. But then again,
it's as big as like a big sandwich on like a
decent size.
Yeah.
3 meats. So probably appropriate-ish. I think it's just hard for me to stomach spending $7 like right to start the day.
It's with no coffee and no like hash brown too, if you want to think of it that way. But yeah, I mean, like you get this and a coffee out the door, $10 there. I feel like everything now is like so tough to get like filled up and a coffee or something for like less than 10 these days. Like
really?
Like unless you're getting like the like off the value menu or something.
Or all like
not a drive-through. I'm talking about like a place like that. Like you got it like that's like a Chipotle style.
Is like Starbucks though? Like aren't there little breakfast sandwiches like $2-3 or no?
No.
I don't eat there, so I
don't either, but no, they're not. They're like closer to 5-6.
Okay.
And they're all frozen. They all come in frozen,
good.
like Jimmy Dean sandwiches.
That was really good.
I agree.
Oh, Brian called us handsome. Thank you, sir.
I really appreciate that.
Oh, I see David said something. Gonna ignore it. Oh, how do you feel about that, buddy?
I won't. I'll read it. Breakfast burritos are best, but today I had a freaking breakfast pizza, a California pizza kitchen here in Guam. It was insanely good. Damn, a breakfast pizza from CPK. That's awesome. We've done CPK here and there on the frozen food game.
I think it's maybe the best pizza that you can get.
Yeah, it's one of the best brands.
It's my favorite, but they just don't ever come out with anything new. So, are you saving some of that?
No.
Here. Do you have your knife?
Yes.
Here. I have to make sure you clean.
No, I've been getting rid of everything. I've been really conscious of it.
Otherwise, my wife comes in and yells at me because he leaves a bunch of trash.
I've been getting really, really serious about not losing anything. I want everyone to know that I'm very apparently looking at that. Damn, I'd like my mouth is coated in spice from that Sixer sauce.
Yeah, you did another.
I did another drizzle on there.
I did that one, and that was enough, dude.
Holy smokes. I gotta stop doing this thing where I don't bring my water bottle.
We got Riley Stack in here from T-Town. What up, dude? I like that Facebook people can finally experience this. I feel like there was like a month or so where like we're doing these lives and they're not seeing them. And they're probably like, well, there's a whole day they don't upload. That's weird.
I know. I completely agree. I really like the cross-platform integration.
It's a surprise you don't bring, especially
when I don't have that. I never got it.
Branded.
I know. And I don't buy every item. I don't order it for myself. What's up, noobs? Yeah, we are noobs at this. It's like if there's anything that I am not a noob at, it's making YouTube videos with food.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's
right?
I've dedicated more half a decade.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, whatever. Your words can't harm me.
Oh my god. My wife's on here saying hoes.
Damn, what up? Right when you were talking about the car thing too.
She's
like summoned her.
Uh-huh.
That's funny. Yeah, Kylie would only see this probably on Facebook, not on YouTube. Right? Does she go to YouTube much?
Nah, hell no.
TikTok.
Loves TikTok.
IG.
Lives for TikTok.
Yeah. I get it.
Oh man. I'm excited for her to come home.
Oh yeah, she's out of town.
She's out of town, dude.
Yeah.
I'm bored out of my fucking mind.
That's great.
Which is probably funny because when she's here, she's probably like, all he does is work. Yeah. And then I'm gone and I'm working. I'm like, damn, at least it's nice to like talk to somebody every once in a while.
Yeah. Well, distance makes the heart grow fonder.
I'm not subscribed. What a bitch. You're subscribed to the ultimate subscription. Me, baby.
The ultimate.
Me.
Oh, that's a good one too. The ultimate subscription. It'd be like a corny thing if two YouTubers got it like married.
Nick wants, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Nick wants to know how many videos you think you've added in the last decade.
I like started adding it up because I was doing it
close to 1,000.
Oh, it's way more than 1,000.
Way more than 1,000.
So much more than 1,000. It's embarrassing.
Oh wow. But how many that were good though?
Less than 10%.
Not
you got to also think like there's so many videos you guys don't know that I edit that is like that you have no clue. Like for Allie's yoga business this year, I've edited 60 videos.
Yeah, think about
so
that.
like that's just this year. And then there's all my client videos that I do. And then there's my vlogs. There's number 6 with cheese. And then, I mean, it's each year it's probably like it's close to 500 a year.
500 a year. Yeah, that's crazy.
It's definitely more than one a day. Like it averages out to that because there's those days where I do 3. There's a lot of client video, whatever. It's boring. But to answer to Nick's question, also I have maybe one of the greatest packages arriving in my apartment today from Nick Ellis.
Oh, what is it?
Nick started a kind of customs shoe art business where like like blank Nikes and you do that like
Adidas.
Yes, and like how he got for the vlog from it. Yeah, exactly. DB and his crew. Nick is incredible at it. I bought a pair. I sent them to him. He's done his thing for the last couple months, and I'm getting them today.
No kid,
today's
sick,
like Christmas.
Dude. Nick Ellis, that's fire, bro.
So
congratulations, dude.
So he's getting more and more into that, and he's so talented at it. Plus, he's a great photographer.
I love that stuff.
So he takes great art of it, and so I'm so geeked. Nick, I just clicked on the tracking, and it's like out for delivery.
Oh, that's awesome.
It shifted to the out for delivery, so I'm so pumped.
Dude, speaking of that, Adidas and DB. So he's like obviously his big Toledo guy he's got a second Adidas shoe coming out, which is pretty cool. My tight crew of friends that I grew up with from my neighborhood, there's only like 4 of us. My one dude, Sean, who's this great tattoo artist, he went to, he probably doesn't want this on the internet, but no one really watches these videos. I actually shouldn't say it. But anyways, he's in this now. He does tattoo stuff. I won't say the negative part of his life. Probably a good idea not to. He just did a collab with DB. We're like,
that's amazing.
Or not with DB, with DB's like best friend Ty. Ty has a barbershop, and I didn't know that. I had no idea they know each other. And Sean went and did like an event where I think he was doing tattoos at the barbershop for a book bag giveaway for like the start of school. And they gave away donated like 500 book bags to kids in need.
Damn.
And I didn't know those are 2 people I hang out with, like my neighborhood friends. And then DB and Ty were like through Zacho. I had no clue that they would even know each other, and they wouldn't. They didn't go to the same high school. Blah blah blah. It's only being like entrepreneurs in the city and shit. I was like pretty stoked.
That's incredible. Ty was the one that did our shoes, right?
Yeah.
With
the like just one of the coolest looking humans in the fucking
he's got a swagger.
He's got so much swagger.
Like me standing next to him is the saddest thing you've ever seen in your life. Someone with so
cool,
so much just more to look at as a human being.
Big beautiful beard.
Yeah, he's just a good looking dude. I feel like if I ever did get a tattoo, it would be at something like that. Like an event where everyone's getting it for a cause, maybe, or it's like that. I don't think I'd ever myself go to a tattoo parlor and do it, but I think it would be that.
I really want to get a tattoo.
I just I want to, and then I'm like, am I going to be one of those people that's going to be like, regret it? I don't know. I probably wouldn't.
No, probably not. I just want it to be so specific, and I'm being a perfectionist with it.
Yeah.
And I'm poor. I also don't like spending money. I won't even fucking.
Tattoos are pretty expensive, right? When you go get it done.
I have zero ink on this bad boy.
Nick, who's in the chat, for his wedding years and years ago, instead of getting a wedding ring, he got his wife's name right there.
I've seen that before. That's cool.
Yeah. So
a little too permanent for me.
It's wearing off. He's had to get it redone.
That's good.
No, but like it's kind of. I'm not a jewelry guy like for rings, so I feel like that would be something that would be kind of.
I was never a jewelry guy. Obsessed with wearing a ring.
Yeah, so that gives me hope.
I love it. The second I put it on, I was like, damn, this is fire.
Yeah.
And you would never catch me with a ring on. Whoa.
Did you get for the guys in the chat, or anybody wearing a ring, not just guys, if people that didn't wear like rings like that and you got married, were you the same way? Like, did you end up being like, oh, I actually really dig this?
Haven't taken it off other than I play with it all the time.
You do. I've heard it fall many a time.
I play with it all the time, but I don't like leave it all. You never will catch me like, where's that? Oh, I put it on this table over here.
Yeah.
I take it off only to play with it and then put it in me. So essentially I never take it off.
Remember I was at your apartment last month and you like had a recollection that your ring was like under the covers in the bed. You're like, I think I dreamt that it fell off.
Yeah, I felt my finger. I was like, oh shit, where's my ring? And I remembered it fell off in the middle of the night. That was pretty
impressive. You just sniped it. You like found that was so funny. It was across the room, it was behind the door. You like threw it in the night. No, it's probably when the sheet went up or something.
I'm a mover, bro.
Oh, really?
Bro.
You move a lot?
A lot. I've woken up full 180. I've woken up head where the feet go, where the head go.
What do you start on? Do you back sleeper to start? Stomach
sleeper until I snore so loud that Kylie goes, can you turn on your side, please?
Yeah.
And then I side sleep. Sometimes I get caught up in the covers and I don't like it. And this is Kylie telling me this. I don't really have recollection of it. But I like leap up to get the covers off of me.
Yeah.
I'm like a little jumping bean in there.
Yeah, a little jumping bean.
I'm aggressive, dude.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I've never flipped like my feet went to where my head.
Yeah, I've woken up and then you're very disoriented. When I wake up, I'm like,
that's crazy.
It's very disorienting to be full 180 from where you start, and you're like, fuck.
So let me ask you this: when you do sleep, because you've always told me you really don't have any problem falling asleep, right? Like you're pretty good at falling asleep.
Very good at it.
Do you stay asleep even though you're tossing and turning?
Yes.
You're like, when you wake up in the morning, you're like, damn, I slept well, and I'm gonna get up now.
Almost every time.
Do you know how impressive that is?
I'm learning that. Yes,
that's impressive.
I keep having friends who are like, oh, I can't sleep. Oh, this and that. Never have that problem.
You should be kissing the ground
for real.
Like
it may be my superpower. That and I have like a 15-inch dick, so that's probably number 2 on the list. But
it's got to be painful for your wife. I will say this: last night had one of the best night sleeps for whatever reason I've had in months.
Really?
Woke up before my alarm and was like, time to start the day.
It's the best.
And I got stuff done before I went to the gym. It was like very impressive.
You can't beat those days.
Oh, I did, dude. It's 1 set out of every 29 days.
I still wake up tired because I basically just like, if I was waking up not tired, I would just be like, well, I guess I need to wake up earlier because I have more work to do.
Right.
And so I just kept punching my alarm clock back. And now I basically every day wake up pretty tired. And I'm like,
that's
not too tired. I went, at first I went like too much. I went to like 5:30 or so. And that's like, I was too tired. And then about 5:50, I get up and that's like, I'm tired. I don't want to get out of bed, but I don't like spend the rest of the day in a zombie mode.
Yeah, I'm lucky to have that. If I did have a bad night's sleep, I'm really not normally tired halfway through the day. That like 2:30 p.m. pick me up 5-hour energy like marketing thing never really applied to me. Like I never needed like another cup of coffee at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Funny enough, I needed that when I was slamming coffee every day. And now I don't drink coffee the first couple hours because I work out and run. And then I drink coffee like a few hours into the day and then never again. And I chug water. And now I don't have that tired feeling anymore.
It's that hydration. It's amazing how much it really does like change everything. If you drink enough water.
I read that somewhere.
Kind of wild.
And now I just live by it.
I have this like gigantic hydro flask thing that holds like basically an entire day's worth of water that you need. And I just sit there and it stays cold for the entire day.
Yep,
and it's incredible. I love just ice cold water. So yeah. Some people like the room temperature because it's easier to slam.
Yeah, I'd rather it be
I like
very
ice cold water.
Thomas my boy from the Nickel had a question. Did we play any sports in high school? We played almost all of the same sports.
We did.
Basketball and football. I also ran track.
And I played baseball and soccer, but I was way better at
varsity.
No,
I don't count when people say
the high school. In high school, I played. Yeah, okay. So I played.
So people are like, baseball. I played basketball growing up, and I'm like, oh no shit, high school, and they're like, oh yeah, until like 6th grade. I'm like, well, that doesn't count.
No. Until I went to college, I was still playing travel baseball, basketball, and football.
Varsity baseball too?
Oh no, not on. I played travel baseball. I wasn't.
You do both? You don't do both?
No, I played.
You weren't good enough for your high school, but you're better.
I didn't try out for the baseball team for CC. I played travel.
What's better, high school or travel?
See, that's where there's an argument. So a lot of people would be like, "Oh, you played for high school." CC wasn't very good at baseball. The travel teams in my towns were like kind of better.
Because I know there's travel teams that are crazy, like really,
absolutely.
Really,
and you know how
really
like in basketball, like yes, you play for your high school. It's a good way to get recognized. If you're good in the AAU circuit, it's almost like even more powerful.
Yeah, I believe that.
But basketball is always my best sport.
That's what I call hack.
Dude, Joby, by the way, Joby Francic was in here. Joby followed me when I worked for I Wear Your Shirt.
Oh, old school.
10 years ago. I know Joby kind of watched
up.
Number 6 of Cheese, so I don't know if he's just seeing it now because of Facebook.
Yeah.
But Joby, it's so great to see you in here, dude. Did you already read that?
Yeah.
Okay. I just meant to say thank you so much for like popping in here.
Yeah, I hope you get
he
better
was
sleep,
so
bud.
not. Yeah, I know. I glad we deal with a lot of the same problems with that phone flip.
Yeah, people like that.
They do. They're really obsessed with it.
It's not even any. It's just something I do. This is what I do when I rewatch our videos. Like I do the edit, and then I do like a watch through.
The once over, yeah.
I do it once over to make sure, like, okay, I can make some adjustments here or there. And this is all I do the whole time, and it just pisses Kylie off because I cannot just sit there.
Yeah, you just get you're fidgety with that.
I'm
like
fidgety.
You need one thing.
Yeah, so I have to be doing.
Do you
something.
move the legs too? Your Jimmy legs?
I am a Jimmy legs. That's kind of gotten beat out of me because my parents hated it. But every now and again, I see it coming back in, and it just pisses people off. So I've kind of like gotten good at not doing that.
So I don't have a nervous tick or like a jitteriness, but when I sleep, I grind my teeth.
That sucks.
And I can't tell that I'm doing it. And they want me to wear that thing, and I go, no. I literally wake up and it's across the room. The same as your wedding ring. I don't know what happened. I punted it. I literally McAfee'd it across the room. But don't do that.
I like that, McAfee'd it.
Did Corey play an NWOAL league schools?
No, we were called the TAC. It's like, I don't know what it stood for. But we were in a league called, it was a shitty league. We were like D4 or something like that.
Your high school was D4?
It were really small.
It was weird for us because I went to an all guys high school. So like, not only were we already a big high school, but also
all dudes.
They do. Yeah. It's based on like your sport, like how many guys you have in your high school.
Yeah.
So we were so D1 that it was like ridiculous. Like we went over the number. Yeah. We played some big schools, dude. Walled Lake Western was huge. Like some of these schools just had like 3,000 kids. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Brent, I mean, Toledo Athletic Conference. No, because
TAC, that's what it stands for?
I thought it was, maybe it was. I thought there was two of the letter. I thought it was like TAAC or TACC.
Oh, okay.
Well, also, I'm dumb. Like, this is my league. I don't even know it. Like,
It's been a couple of years.
That's true.
Steven Z, what's up, buddy? Thanks for popping in here. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday.
So, oh, yeah, gents. I like people say gents.
I know,
gents.
it's so classy. It's like wearing a button-up shirt.
It is. I was just thinking that. I was like, see, I think this guy's well off.
Yeah, he says gents.
He says gents, dude.
There's this YouTuber I watch that just travels around the world doing like, he's on the highest like train lines, planes, buses. Like he profiles like if you wanted to go from like Washington to Florida on a train, right?
Oh, yeah.
He's British. And
yeah, actually, I know that you watch this stuff because you've infiltrated our Number 6 with Cheese.
Yeah, the joint account.
Our algorithm is like feeding train content.
The reason that I bring it up because he'll say like the most simple things, but it sounds so thing. He'll be like, and then we texted out on the rail, and I'm like, just the way he talks is so proper.
I love it,
British
dude.
people just sound like richer.
Did we do this? We did this, right?
What?
The new spicy chicken sandwich from Smash Burger. Someone's saying we got to try that.
Interesting. I know we've done a bunch of new stuff. We've done their new burger. We did their fish sandwich.
Oh, we did. We did the new. I think the new spicy sandwich comes in both Smash Burger and chicken, and we did the Smash Burger version.
Okay.
But that also might not be true.
I would have to consult the archive.
Yeah, I'm looking because it couldn't have been that long ago that we did that, right?
No, I mean it wouldn't. It would definitely was this year.
Or who? I mean, also who knows?
In my like memory, we've done one fish sandwich.
Oh no, because the Smash Burger cheesy caramelized onion burger is what I'm thinking of. So maybe that's something newer. Man, dude, thanks for the rec.
I haven't seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to keep our eyes open for that.
I'm a little late, but it's completely my fault. A former cousin of mine, Cash bet me that I couldn't sprint faster than he could rollerblade. Could not pass that up. Raleigh smile. Raleigh's been making my day in Discord, dude.
Dude, there's this kid in my neighborhood, Desmond, who was mentally challenged, but like a freak. His mom definitely, I used to work with her at Kroger's. Mm-hmm. She definitely did like some pretty strong drugs. And I think while she was like, had her kids or whatever, and it can go one, she must have had some athletic ass genes because her one kid played college ball, basketball, then went and played overseas for like a decade, and then came back and played for Toledo's D League team or minor league. There was a weird time where Toledo had a D League, or at least it was like some subsidiary of the NBA. I don't know if it was D League, but it was like a pro team. And then Desmond, who was like I said, I think he was like slightly mentally challenged or something, but was a fucking freak, bro.
Damn,
yacked out and so fast. And he used to race people on bikes. Like we'd get our bikes and we'd be like, all right, when we pull up, you start sprinting right when we're passing. And fucking dude smashes, bro. It's incredible.
That stuff that needed to
Couldn't
be
catch a ball for nothing though. He'd catch a ball like this. You ever see people do that?
Yeah,
Because
I sure
think
have.
his brain just didn't work right a little bit.
Also, you need to be pointed out that you were right. It is the TAAC, the Toledo Area Athletic Conference.
Hey,
Your brain still works.
sick.
And also $10 from Katie, which I think is that Caitlin Harper?
It is. I can tell by the picture.
Yeah, who I used to work with back at Red Eye.
Oh, no kidding.
And,
I see her comment all the time.
I always tell her this, but she's one of my like favorite people that I don't see in person anymore.
Oh, that's a
like
great compliment.
I just think she's like such a sweetheart and a great person.
Yeah.
And I would love to run into her again.
I love her. Her profile pic is like beautiful. Like that blue, whatever that hue-ish.
It is. And also she's got such a great look in person too.
Yeah, I believe
she's one of those people where she just seems cool. That makes sense. Kind of like Ty. It's like there's like a cool, vibe, dude. She's always had like a coolness.
Her picture looks like a still frame from Euphoria.
Yes, it does.
It's gorgeous.
I want to see who took her avatar picture or her like headshots. I sent recommendations on your Insta story yesterday. Hey. Yeah, up on our Instagram, I asked people what fast food have we not done, and then what local place have we not done. Kind of just like asking the folks.
Gotta
like,
we result. What's the word I'm looking for? We need you.
We consult those.
Yeah.
So we got that.
That's the R word. We refer to you guys.
So I got all those answers in the Instagram, so it's there. So I appreciate you writing in.
Late for work. What up, though?
Did Corey play Bryan in any school?
Pretty sure I fucking hated Bryan, Ohio. That's a city.
Oh, it's a city.
That's where my wife's.
It was just you versus a guy named Brian.
Yeah.
Like a boxing conference.
I think I didn't like them at all for whatever reason. I don't also
just pass judgment on a whole city because you were younger, like we all did.
I actually hated every team we played. I'm like that guy.
My that's preached on you.
If they don't,
have you noticed that? You ever look back and go, these grown men are telling these kids, these suck our mother. Like literally, we hated Brother Rice High School in Birmingham. Yeah. They were actually from a richer place.
Yeah.
So that was the stigma. Was like these rich kids think they can come in and beat you. Yeah. Corn fed.
I'm sure this is not a surprise to any of these people because I live my life with such a chip on my shoulder, like pretty clearly, I would say.
Yeah.
And so that's like a whole Toledo. I think everyone from the poor parts of Toledo has like a big ass chip on their shoulder.
I think people that grew up playing sports, like you were like want confrontation because it's like beat into you.
Yeah, especially the poor places always hated the rich places.
Oh my, yeah, absolutely.
St. fucking Rose, bro, bunch of rich ass bitches, bro.
And then it's the other way around. It's like the rich kids would be like, these poor kids like can't even afford pads. You know what I mean? Like it goes the other way.
Yeah.
Like, but it's just so funny that that's beat into you as a high school like athlete.
Right.
And then also the quiz ball team. No, either way. The Bryan Golden Bears. See, I hate that name. No, I hate that.
You do?
Yeah, that's too like fluffy for a high school team. Well, ours was the Shamrocks. That was great.
Hilarious.
It was they were blue Shamrocks because of Mary Magdalene.
I don't think anyone's as dumb as ours.
What was yours?
The Cardinal Stritch Cardinals.
Pretty corny.
Get the fuck. Yeah. Oh wow, you repeat it because you know what a cardinal is. It's like a religious guy. There's like bishops and cardinals and shit.
Yeah.
You guys couldn't get more creative than that.
You know, it'd be great if your mascot wasn't the bird, the Cardinals. You guys all dressed up as Cardinals.
Yeah, the actual dudes. I always thought maybe the Cardinal Stritch Redbirds might be a little more clever.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Don't just say the fucking word again. Like,
yeah, that's really annoying. Now that I think
I don't even like when I'm writing a sentence if I use the same word twice. I have to change it.
That's good to know because in like grammar, you're not supposed to.
No, like, it's just bad English.
It's actually it's like actually taught to you to not be redundant. Anyways. The quality is messing up. It's lagging. Never mind. It's good now. All right. Thanks, King.
Thanks for the heads up, though, King.
We have a team in our area called the Fisher Bunnies.
Now, that's funny.
I still think that the best mascots in all of sports are minor league baseball teams.
I thought you were going to say the midgets.
Are they one of the...
I don't know. I just know you own a hat. We both own a hat. You don't remember this?
Oh, my God.
It's blue?
I totally forgot about that.
Which we're not using that in a derogatory phrase. It's literally the name of a school's
I think they had to change that probably. Huh?
I would hope so. I mean... You can't. Can you imagine being a small person going to that school?
No.
And trying to play sports and what the other teams would say to you?
Yeah, because it was like a high school, right? Or a middle school or something. Yeah, because Jason Jones sent us that stuff.
Brutal.
Right? Yeah, that's so funny. I completely forgot about that. Fear the bunnies. I like when it's like leaning into it being silly.
We were talking about Toledo where AJ grew up is in like where Waite is, and they're the Waite Indians, and like a lot of times you got to change that shit, you know?
Right.
And we were like, dude, you know what we should change Waite's mascot to? I was like, let's Google what Native Americans were actually there. Then you're just being proud of what Native Americans were there. The fucking Senecas, dude.
Oh, that's a great.
I love the word
Senecas.
The Seneca just rolls off the tongue. All sweet,
so cool.
You know?
Yeah, that's badass.
That is badass, dude. And that's literally the part of Toledo. We like Googled it and found something that said like the Senecas were in Toledo.
I like when
guess.
it's actual history. That's
you
great.
know. Then it's not. You're just not like
the Indians.
Indians,
Like,
Cowboys, and Indians.
And then it's gonna be a mascot. It's gonna be a big smiling Indian.
Yeah,
That's
just some
so
bullshit
messed
like
up.
that. Yeah.
I was a St. Joe Flyer. What is that? Yeah, I remember a lot of
Like
flyers. Dayton has that. The college Dayton has it. There's a bunch of high schools that had flyers, and I always thought it was dumb when I was in high
It's
school.
super dumb. I don't even know what that means.
What are they like? Is it like an astronaut? That doesn't make sense either. We were the Wildcats, which is the most stupid generic mascot. You can't even pick a cat. Yeah, I always think Northwestern University is like already so lame, bad at sports, terrible colors, and they're the Wildcats.
Terrible
They got
colors,
a bad cut of it all, dude.
Some of the worst uniforms in the Big Ten.
Some of the worst. And then, but then when they beat you, which you probably never had this problem in Ohio State, when they beat you, it's even worse.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah. But anyways, that's really funny that everyone's now bonding over this. We were the Rangers. I like the Rangers.
Yeah, that was our arch nemesis, Northwood, I think. Northwood Rangers.
The Florence Yalls is one of the best minor league baseball names. That's incredible.
Cool.
That must be Florence.
That.
Is that Florence, Alabama? Which I've actually been to Florence, Alabama randomly.
Great grandma's name. Gotta love the flow.
Yeah. Our Catholic high school was the Irish. The best they could do was be affiliated with Notre Dame. That is also very popular. The amount of high schools in America that are the Irish or the Fighting Irish, and they have the exact same mascot as Notre Dame, is absurd.
Toledo has that, Central Catholic.
Yep.
But I think we kind of earned it because Toledo is absurdly Irish Catholic. Like, I thought Irish Catholic was the main religion until I went to the military, and they were like, or someone was like, oh yeah, remember when like they were bringing up like how historically relevant it was that JFK became president because he's Irish Catholic. And I was like, so what? Fucking everybody is.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh wait, no one has
Zoom out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Toledo, I think, kind of like it makes sense. There's a fuck ton of Irish.
I heard that this is true, that in Michigan, you can't have any school mascot named after an Indian. They don't allow it. Interesting. I guess I never thought about it or knew that.
It's probably fair. I mean, all we did was decimate them. We just came over and fucked them up and then made them the thing we cheer for.
Yeah.
Kind of fucked up.
I also didn't realize until I was older that a lot of the street names in Detroit are all like French, Indian, kind of like they're and I didn't know, obviously, till later. Yeah. That I like knew how to pronounce these words with X's in them. That were just, and I was like, oh.
Makes sense, though.
Livernoid.
Especially being up north, you're basically right on that fur route.
Yeah, it was like right there.
Yep. That's what AJ is. LaCour. You know AJ is Native American?
I think he's told me that before.
Yeah, that's why he's impenetrable in terms of like his health or whatever, except for his ears.
Sad.
But yeah, his last name LaCourse, fucking French Indian.
Also a great last name too.
Sure as fuck is.
Don't get offended, but I thought you guys were gay at first. I don't know why. I think anybody who like sees two dudes hanging out on the internet, they're gay. Yeah,
plus gay dudes are super attractive. Kylie had this girl come up to her the other day in Lakeview and she stopped her on the street and was like, I have to ask you a question. Kylie's like, okay. Why are there so many good-looking people or so many good-looking guys here?
Yeah.
She's like, what? She's like, there's every guy I look at is amazingly attractive and fit.
Yeah.
She's like, well, this is Boys Town. She's like, well, what does that mean? She's like, this is the gay neighborhood. And she was like, oh, like, I'm not getting any dick. I know, I walked away. You know?
That's so funny that she stopped a girl on the street to ask.
Right?
Wow.
Is this where all the models live? Just all the gays? So no, I don't take offense to that.
Not at all.
You basically just called me wildly attractive in my mind. And that's the only way I'll take it. So don't anybody try to change it.
Oh, it's Florence, Kentucky. My bad.
Oh,
I guess there could be cities in other states that are the same name. It's not even that like crazy of a name. Fear the Pinkish Red. That's funny. Brighton Bulldogs. I was never a big bulldog. I don't know why. I was always kind of like over that.
I do like alliterations though.
Yeah, the
Brighton
double
Bulldogs.
letters.
The Brighton Bees. Get the fuck out of here.
We'll sting you. I just think of Bugs Bunny calling morons maroons. What kind of phone is that? What kind of phone?
Mine's like the oldest one you get. It's like a.
That's a vending machine phone, right?
What's that mean?
Like you got it out of a vending machine?
I didn't know that was possible, dude. Samsung S10-8. I wonder what number they're on now.
Oh man, I feel like even I know. I feel like they're
on
like
probably in the 20s.
I feel like they're on like I feel like it's up there.
Let's see if I type in Samsung S. That's another S22. So I'm only 12 behind.
Oh, that's a lot of years. What about the Toledo Mud Hens? One of the best, and the minor league team for the Tigers.
Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense, but I like it.
Dude, Sean Brotherton's here. Vlogger /
fuck yeah, I know him.
I'm here for these pretty faces and hungry for breakfast burritos.
Dude,
Sean, we ate it earlier in the live stream and it was delicious. So excellent. Down there in Tennessee, if you got an Einstein's and you're hungry, maybe we'll recommend it. I kind of think it's good.
I bet all of our fans know him, even if they don't.
Sean, speaking of good-looking dudes, Sean Brotherton, he's a fox, dude. Hi from is that Takistan? Tajikistan.
Sick, dude.
You are amazing. Damn, thank you
What's up,
so much.
Zafar?
Thanks for being here.
Boss, dude. I love people from not America.
Me too.
I just think it blows my mind.
I'm way more fascinated by people outside of America than here.
Like, yeah, I live in the Himalayas. I've been watching your shit. I'm like, what?
Oh, hold on, dude. I want to talk to this guy from Connecticut first.
Yeah.
No. I'm not gay, but you guys are handsome. It does mean a lot.
Thanks, dude.
Had a Trader Joe's breakfast burrito today. Took 30 minutes in the oven and was slightly mediocre. Damn,
that brutal.
That's
dude.
rough when it takes that long and it sucks.
Dude, we do need to go. Where's he living? In Tennessee, or did I make that up?
Yeah, I think he's just north of Nashville.
Bro.
I think he's near Franklin,
That'd
maybe.
be a sick,
If I'm not wrong.
sick move.
Sean's another one of those people that I like follow online religiously.
Yeah.
But don't really like. I have his number.
Him and his girl are always posting.
Nancy's the best.
Shit.
Yeah, I love them
Nancy
both.
Sparkles.
Nancy Sparkles.
That's right.
They're a couple that I feel like if they lived in Chicago, I would actually hang out with them weekly.
We got a Brazil fan too. What up, though? No, that's a fact, dude.
But it's just one of those things. Yeah, 19 miles north of downtown. I like how I know. And when Sean was vlogging and he would be doing like his pool and like mowing his lawn. Dude, I'm all about just like people like showing their lives.
Right.
And I was all about that stuff. So I'm about you, Sean Brotherton. I've missed the last couple lives. Life kicked me in the sack. Sorry, I guess hope all is well. Dude, Nick
Riley.
Riley.
Hope everything's well with you, brother.
Nick, you're one of the best, dude.
I hope life starts sucking your sack.
Yeah, that's
maybe a fondling of the sack instead of a kicking of the sack.
Sometimes life is a sack snack. Whoa.
Sack
smack. And sometimes it's a sack snack. Where your stacks get snacked on.
I like that.
I can't believe we're college graduates. But
I think we just found your first tattoo.
Snack on my sack. The sack snack. That's
shit.
Fucked up. The Midwest Brew Review guys today, I shared their video on the Discord, but they like accidentally coined a phrase for a beer, the EDD, the everyday drinker. So like a beer you could have every day and it wouldn't mess you up.
Yeah, and if you drink it too much, you'll get ED.
Yes, you drop one of the D's and you get ED. And I was like, I love the everyday drinker mantra. That's great. That's so great. You guys should test tandoori goat meal.
Sounds
tandoori goat meal.
I like goat.
We got goat from like a place on Devon like last year. And it was wild. It was like in a broth and it was like off the bone. That was one of the more crazy ones we've done. But it was delicious. Tasty. They got great broths in Indian cuisine.
All right, what do you think? Should we get out of here? Should we rate this?
Let's rate this thing.
Go do we got 2 more food reviews today.
Is your place open
fellas?
Already?
Oh yeah, open at 11:30, I believe.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
We're gonna do a shawarma that you get Patreon folks look forward to. Probably be up there probably tonight. And then, do you want to tell them what you're doing? Or you like to keep it close to the chest?
No, I'm gonna show my cards on this one. So if you guys have ever heard of the podcast Pardon My Take, one of the most popular sports podcasts in all the realm, these two dudes run it out of Chicago for Barstool Sports. They got a virtual kitchen, one of those like ones you can pick up or get it delivered. Pardon My Cheese Take. So we're gonna go get their
Pardon my cheese steak.
Yes, my bad. Pardon my cheese steak. Well, I can't even get the pun right. So we're gonna go get some cheese steaks. There's a place up here near Corey's ish that does it out of their kitchen. So we're gonna snag that. So those 2 videos. But yeah, let's rate the breakfast burrito. And if you're joining later and you want to go watch it, just rewind. Out of 5, Albert Einstein's crazy hairs. Now you gotta picture it because I can't put the image.
Use your imagination here, boys.
How many Albert Einstein's crazy hairs do you give the about $7 and some change chorizo breakfast burrito with cream cheese and 3 meats, Corey?
I think it was delicious. I personally have a tough time spending $5 on a like non-sit down like a to-go breakfast food. Because I imagine you go there, you're like on the way to work and you're cruising. It's a little rough for me, but also this whole day was just talking about how poor I am and how my whole mentality is like saving money.
Oh boy.
So
yeah,
maybe they get it. So maybe take my shit with a grain of salt if you're not that way. But in terms of flavor, unbelievable. I thought it was very delicious. It was super filled up. So that $7 did have like a decent amount of value because there was not any weak spot there. It was filled like how Chipotle burritos are filled. Not quite that size though. I'm going to give it, even with the price point, I'm still going to give it a 3.6. Yeah. It's still great. It's a great item. I would have been upwards in like middle 4s if it was say $4.50. That would have blown my mind.
Yeah, that would be my.
They probably wouldn't be able to afford that though. That'd probably be like too much.
Yeah, I mean, it really was packed. Like I think about like a specialty burger at McDonald's now is like $7.
You can really compare prices. I always prices are so different.
I'm thinking about like okay, I wonder how. Okay,
because I also know that like steaks are really expensive. So if I compare it to steaks,
well, let's look up. You know what I'd like to actually know? Can you look this up for me? Can you Google how much a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle? Sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle
price.
I'd love to know how much that is, because I think this was probably more food than that.
$3.29. See, that's what's crazy.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Then
$3.29.
I even more so agree with what you
You could
said.
get 2 of those.
Yeah, that's wild to me. Okay, those are pretty big. That's what to me. That's like McDonald's like staple, iconic, big ass sandwich.
Yeah,
that's always on the
fill
menu.
you up
That's
decent.
like $3. That's incredible. I would have thought it was $4.89.
That's what I thought. All the breakfast things are like not that expensive.
Yeah, that's you're teaching me a lot.
Because eggs really cheap. It's not as much of the protein.
No, everything
like
in
hamburger
it.
meat's
Yeah,
so much bigger. You
bacon
know.
is cheap. Yeah, maybe whatever. I think that score is really good. I was thinking 3.75.
There you go.
Albert Einstein crazy hairs. Yeah, that would have been mid fours if that was even $5. That was like $4.99. I don't know, like whatever. That was fun. I did like how Robert Johnson said he's not from America. He's from the dirt foot called Florida. And then
you guys have struck up a friendship, I feel like, as of late. I think you guys are getting closer as you have a new enemy, Charles.
Yeah, Robert is now like my uncle.
Yeah.
Who like he just razzes me because he's like my fun uncle.
Yeah.
Charles is like, you know how like if you step on like a it's like a rock in your shoe, and you're walking so far and you're with people that you can't stop and get it out. Yeah. That's my relationship with Charles. He's annoying and always there.
That's crazy.
Where's the farthest we've ever traveled for food? Would you say Georgia?
Well, I think what they mean is, I don't think they mean that.
They probably mean driving in this car.
Yeah, I like to use context clues to decipher what they actually mean.
Indianapolis?
No,
Ohio.
No, probably what they mean, like drive and come home.
Oh, okay.
Right? Or no?
I don't know.
I don't know what you mean. Yeah, we've gone to Georgia. I guess that.
But the farthest we've driven in this car
Florida?
and then gone back home, no, Milwaukee. We came back home that day.
That's true.
We did 3 in Milwaukee and came home. It was a long day.
Yeah.
But if we're talking Illinois, we've gone out to the burbs. So not too. I mean, we haven't driven to like freaking Iowa and came home. You know?
Yeah.
Distance wise, yeah. So we've gone to Georgia, but we
phone
flew.
Really only 3 years old. That's crazy.
That is crazy. How have they gotten that many?
There's
new
no way,
ones?
because I got this like 3 years ago. Samsung.
And you didn't get the new phone. You always get. Like
definitely.
Wasn't that your dad's old phone?
Release day. Yeah.
Indy, we'd stayed overnight.
Yeah, it says 2019.
We drove to Indy. We stayed there.
Maybe I got it less than 3 years ago when my last one broke or something. My dad, I don't know. Who knows?
That's an S10 Plus. Like I know.
Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on.
All right, should we start a countdown for donations or just call it?
Call it.
Okay.
It's been an hour.
It's been an
I'm
hour.
sweating. We got more food reviews to do.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being here. Brand new food review tomorrow. Tomorrow's video that's going live is an epic Goose Island Sacred Rose Music Festival collaboration. I'm so excited for you guys to see that one.
A must watch.
That's kind of like a hybrid vlog / food review / being in the kitchen and meeting chefs. It was a really cool day. So please go watch that.
There's CBD involved.
If you're on Patreon, it's live right now to go watch. But we'll see you tomorrow. And then Thursday, we got another one. And then Friday, the same thing. So 3 new videos this week. So come on back. We love you. Thanks for being here. Be good to each other. Goodbye. Kiss them.